Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. If you're listening on archive, make sure you press the like button. Make sure the like button turns blue. Get it up, please. Much appreciated. I've been meaning to do this specific video, and here I am. All right. And here I am. Look, man, I want to talk about how Floyd Mayweather Jr. influenced a whole generation of boxing fans. Now, not all of them are young now, but they're young to the sport. You know what I mean? You could have been 35 when Floyd caught your attention and you started getting into boxing, but you're a young boxing fan. Just because you're not young in age doesn't mean I can't tell now. All right? Just because you're in your 40s or late 30s and you're a Mayweather fan doesn't exclude you from being a young boxing fan, because that's what you are. And I could tell. Floyd Mayweather Jr., I'm hearing fans say things that really boxing fans never said much that I know of until Floyd Mayweather Jr. said them. What's going on, Cano Local Sports? How's it going, bro? After this video, I'm going to hit you up, man. I need your email, but I'll hit you up for sure. Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, recently he had an interview with Shannon Sharp, and I was going to cut up little pieces and all that. And I said, you know what? Why? People already know what he's saying. You already know what Floyd Mayweather Jr. is saying. You already know. Been busy, but you're alive. That's what's up. You already know what this motherfucker's doing and has done. I want to address a couple of things Floyd Mayweather has said. And you could leave them in the chat as well. Give me his quotes, because goddamn, you know. Now, Brittle Hands Mayweather has said a lot of things, okay? Here's some of the things in no particular order. I didn't have a list. It's all top of the dome. But let's go start going over it right now. All right? What's going on, Bruce Goes? One thing Floyd Mayweather Jr., press my like button, by the way. One thing he always says, what does this dude always say? Huh? What's like one thing this dude always says? Like, here's the one thing he's been saying for a while now. All right? There's nothing cool about taking punishment. There's nothing cool about that. There's nothing cool about taking punishment. Right? Motherfucker. If there's nothing cool about punishment, all right? And if you all agree with that bullshit, I have no fucking clue why you're watching the most barbaric, most dangerous fucking sport in the world, all right? Go watch something else, all right? Go watch tennis or some shit. I can see people saying that about tennis, right? There's nothing cool about taking punishment. I could see boxing fans saying that. Oh, there's nothing cool about a fight where boxers are taking punishment. I could see that. If you're watching some other shit. If there's nothing cool about taking punishment, why the fuck did you choose boxing? Why are you a boxer if there's nothing cool about it? Why did you choose to box then? What about your brittle hands? You think your brittle hands took punishment? Huh? Now, I don't know if you were just born that way, but it looks like you're stuttering a little bit. Right? There's nothing cool about getting hit 60 times by Carlos Baldomir. Sure, that's a really good percentage. You still got hit 60 times, though. What's cool about that? Somebody tell me what's cool about that? The Shannon Sharp's like, you're amazing, Floyd. You only got hit 60 times by Carlos Baldomir, and you hit him like 200 times. How do you do it? He fought Carlos Baldomir. What do you mean? How amazing that? Are you fucking shitting me right now? Are you kidding me? Are you for real? So that's the first thing. So bullshit about taking no punishment and all this other nonsense, right? You guys are watching boxing. You're watching a gladiatorial sport, a barbaric sport. That's what you're watching, okay? Don't lecture me about, none of that shit. Don't lecture me about any of that if you're a boxing fan, right? I want to see wars. I want to see motherfuckers go at it. That's why I watch it, right? I don't watch it to see no punishment, right? I don't want to see two dudes playing tag with gloves. That's what you want to see. That's fine. But shit, nobody want to see that shit. I want to see wars. I want to see brutality. I want to see fucking dudes go at it. Like Zapata, the Zapata fight against Baranchyk. We all love that. That's good for boxing. That makes fans. People watch for that shit. Do you understand? No, I don't like those type of fights, man. All that rock'em sock'em stuff ain't no good. I don't think that's fun. Shut up. Everybody enjoys that shit. Okay, you fucking kidding me? Come on. There's nothing cool about it. Not to mention where Floyd got it from, right? Floyd got that whole thing because, look, man, all right? Floyd Mayweather was accused of being in a lot of boring fights, okay? And now I think it's a little bit of a, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think the Maidana fights were fun. I think the Cotto fight was good, stuff like that, where the De La Hoya fight was okay, in my opinion. It wasn't that bad, But at the end of the day, there's nothing cool about taking punishment, right? He started that when he was mocking the rope-a-dope, okay? That's where he started that. The people would bring up Ali when it would talk greatest of all time, and he would say, well, what did Ali do? He just laid against the rope and took punishment. There's nothing cool about that, right? That's where he started that bullshit, all right? That's where he started that. That's where he started it. But now we have fans that, I guess, they don't make sense to me, right? Someone's going to get punished in a boxing fight, whether it's both fighters or just one of them. Someone's getting punished, all right? There's no other way around it, really, at the end of the day. So this whole, there's nothing cool about taking punishment. Well, what, then we should just ban the whole sport of boxing then. What's so cool about punishment? What's so cool about dudes punching each other? What's so cool about knockouts and seeing a dude get knocked out? There's nothing cool about that, right? So let's just ban the whole fucking sport. And let's just do that. Why don't we just ban the whole sport then? Well, why are you guys even watching this shit? Huh? I don't like it when that dude takes chances. It makes it exciting. He should just stay defense the whole time. Be negative the whole fucking fight. That's what I want to see. Really? What's going on, D. Hodges? Black Reality TV. How's it going? Press my like button. So that's one little thing I don't like. All right? I don't like when fans lecture fighters because they got hit a little too much in a fight. And people are going to get hit. All right? Do you not understand what you're watching? You're watching a sport where two motherfuckers are punching each other. All right? That's the only way to quote-unquote score points. Okay? Do you not understand that? Where you're rewarded, the harder you hit, the more you hurt them. You could end it by knocking them unconscious for 10 seconds. Or they're seen defenseless against the ropes. Do you not understand what you're fucking watching? You have to stop and think, well, I'm watching some barbaric shit. We're talking about it not being cool. Well, I guess the whole sport's not cool. All right? How about that? All right. How about that? Pet peeve of mine. I beat 25 world champions. Nobody's beat more world champions than me. Even fact doesn't make true. Right? Look, man. I want you to stop and think about this bullshit record, quote unquote record, that Mayweather has, right? Like, I just need you guys to really sit down and just even if you're the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan, just please sit down and just think about what he's saying. Just think about it for a moment. Gregory X, what's up? For boxing, what's up? Bruce Horace, what's up? Jab my like button. I need you guys to stop and think for a moment what that means. He beat, I forgot what it was. It doesn't matter, honestly. 23 or 25, whatever it is, world champions that he's beat. Now, I'm going to pick it apart piece by piece, but number one, that's not reigning world champions. It's not like he was a challenger and he beat a world champion for that belt. Right? It's not like those were all unification fights where he was a champion, the other guy was a champion, and he beat them in that fight. That's not what he's counting. Right? Floyd Mayweather Jr. is counting every single person he's fought that either at the time, at some point in time, or some point after they fought him, became a world champion. Meaning, if he fought them and they weren't champion at the time, but eventually won the title, he counts that. If they were champion before, but not at the time, he counts that. That is ridiculous. Okay, like, do you not understand that? How ridiculous that is? Do you not sit back and say, yeah, that's stupid? Because it is. That's number one, and it gets worse. That's number one, and it gets worse. It's not that he's just saying it. Hey, by the way, I beat 25 former world champions. I beat 25 world champions, more than anybody ever has. Like, he's not just saying it as some type of matter of fact thing. No. He's using that as proof that he's better than anybody that's ever laid gloves. Put gloves on. Right? Put a pair of gloves on. Put a pair of boxing boots on. He's the only one. Like, fuck everybody else. I'm the best. And look, this is my proof right here. I beat more world champions than anybody in history. Now, granted, he's not talking about reigning world champions, but let's leave that aside. Right? He uses that as proof that he's better than Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali didn't beat 25 world champions. Right? Someone who either was to be or eventually became a world champion, right? Muhammad Ali doesn't have that. I do. Checkmate. 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 I'm better than Ali. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you for real right now? You're better than Muhammad Ali because you got guys like Andre Berto. You got a motherfucker like Andre Berto was not a champion at the time. Had been gotten his ass whooped and knocked out by Jose fucking Caras and shit. Okay, but that dude counts on your fucking stupid, retarded fucking list of champions. Because Victor Ortiz counts as a fucking champion, right? Like guys like that. You can't be shitting me right now. How the fuck is Muhammad Ali supposed to be 25 world champions? Whether it's former, future, or current world champions when he fought them. How the fuck is he supposed to do that? How is Muhammad Ali supposed to accomplish this bullshit? How is he supposed to do that? Exactly. Is Muhammad Ali supposed to lose? So the challenger becomes a champion and then beat them and then lose to the next guy and then beat them? Like, is he supposed to keep losing and getting the belt back? Is that what he's supposed to do or what? What is he supposed to do? He beat a couple former world champions on the come up. Okay. He beat a reigning world champion for the belt. All right. Beat a couple former world champions challenging it. But he fought whoever was available. He fought the best, competition that there was. Like, what do you want the guy to do? What is he supposed to do? There wasn't 4 up to 5 with supers and regulars. There wasn't all that available when Muhammad Ali was boxing. That's number one. Number 2, he's a heavyweight. What is he supposed to do? Get on Jenny Craig and drop down to fucking middleweight? What is he supposed to do? Exactly. Black Caesar, I'm talking about how is he supposed to have 25? It's impossible for Ali to have done that. Because there wasn't that many titles. He didn't fight in all these divisions separated by 4 pounds. All right? That's my point. He wasn't losing every other fight. He had title reigns. Something Mayweather never really had. He never had title reigns. He never reigned as a champion for years. Okay? When did Floyd Mayweather have a title reign? When was he the man without dispute in the division for years? Not a consensus top guy in the division. Undisputed. He can't do 25. He can't do 25. Then he tries to do it to Robinson. I beat more world champions than Robinson. Right. Let me give a piece of advice to you Floyd Mayweather fans, okay? Now, not all of you. A lot of Mayweather fans understand that this is bullshit, right? The guys that are fans of Floyd, but they understand all this is dumb, okay? But there's Mayweather fans that use these talking points, right? They run around, more world champions than everybody. Now, let me give you guys a little piece of advice, okay? Your best argument when it comes to Mayweather versus Robinson, your best argument is, I feel Mayweather would beat Robinson in a boxing fight. Okay? Because they're never going to fight. No one will ever know, right? That is your best argument, right? You could say he has the best defense. He was more technically sound, whatever you want to say, right? Just stick with that. Because Mayweather can't fuck with Robinson when it comes to resume. Okay? Mayweather's using the 25 world champion thing because he knows he can't fuck with the resume of a lot of these guys. Right? Resume-wise, he ain't shit compared to a lot of these dudes. And that's just me keeping it 100%. That's me being honest with you. All right? That's just objectively true. Anyone who looks at this 25 world champion bullshit objectively knows it's some bullshit crock shit record. All right? Especially in the age where there's more divisions than ever. They've doubled the amount of divisions from when Robinson was fighting. And they have like 5 or 6 more world champions per division than when Robinson was fighting. Do you understand that? That's like going from 1 Super Bowl to 7 Super Bowls a year. Okay? Like every 4 games, we crown a new Super Bowl champion. That's pretty much the equivalent of it. That's like going from 1 Stanley Cup to 5 a year. That's like going from 1 NBA Finals, right, to like 7 or 8. Like, this is ridiculous. And don't tell me it's not true, because we got WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO. We got all of them have interim champions. The WBA is a regular and a super. Sometimes they have up to 2 interim champions. Now the WBC, they're going to make franchise one of them, and they're going to have the whole champion, just like the super and the regular with the WBA. Eventually, the IBF will do the same. It's a crock of shit. That's what it is. A lot of these champions, like, you know, your average, your WBA regular title holder was equivalent to a dude that was ranked like 10. Okay? In the days of Robinson. Robinson ate those motherfuckers for lunch, all right? At least 3 or 4 times a year. Like, get the fuck out of here, all right? Get the fuck out of here. You can't be serious right now. A lot of these guys are equivalent to the number 1, number 2, number 5, number 7 ranked fighters in the world. They just didn't have a quote-unquote world champion title. Okay? Do you understand? Is there something that's not understood? There's way more belts, as Kano said. Absolutely true. There's more divisions, more belts. Like, dude, it's ridiculous. And Mayweather was fighting in Robinson's day. There was no 130-pound division. That's number 1. He would either have to start as a featherweight, which he probably wouldn't be able to make, so he would start off as a fucking lightweight. Okay? And for lightweight, there was welterweight. He never went to middleweight. He would have only fought in 2 divisions in Robinson's day. Okay? And his hands are too fucking brittle. He wouldn't make it in those fucking days. That's just the truth. Do you understand? It is something I'm saying that's not true. Tell me one thing I'm saying that's not true. And I agree with you, Black Caesar. 147, I do believe Robinson would beat Floyd, but that's the best argument Floyd Mayweather Jr. fans have. Just stick to that. Just say you think he's TBE because you just believe that if he fought Robinson, he would beat him by decision or something, okay, or whatever. Just stay with that, because the resume, you got no fucking shot. None, okay? Floyd would have fought in 2 fucking divisions. 2, all right? 2 divisions. Maybe 3. Actually, no, he might have fought in 3. Maybe. Right? Because it was same-day weigh-in. That's why I think he would start at lightweight. But, I mean, you know, he didn't even go up to fight Martinez, so it is what it is, you know? Neutral natural, I agree. I agree that Tommy Hearns would have knocked out Floyd. 100%. I think Ray Leonard beats Floyd. All right? Floyd's best shot is against Duran, but if Duran comes in the way he came in when he first fought Leonard, it's all cut up and shit. Let me tell you something. Even Floyd said he's got to come in at his best against Duran. All right? But here's the bullshit thing about that Shannon Sharp interview. The guy actually says, the motherfucker said I made it look easy moving up, right? Well, if it was so easy, well, why didn't you? Durant started at 135, bro. You know what I mean? He started at 135, bro. Durant fought at middleweight. He fought fucking Hagler, bro. Do you not understand? He went 15 with Hagler. Iron Barkley beat him. Took a bunch of punishment. It's a hell of a fight. Please watch that fight. But he beat him, right? Iron, by the way, beat Hearns. Hearns knocked Durant's, well, I mean, he knocked him senseless, right? Triangle theory isn't a thing in boxing, but I digress. I made it look easy, but you never moved up to, you never went to middleweight. If Durant did it, but you made it look easy, not like Durant, why didn't you go up to 160? Why didn't you go to 160 then? Do we need to go over the dimensions of Durant and Floyd Mayweather? For those saying that he was too small for it? Do we want to go over the dimensions? Does anybody really want me to do that? It's unnecessary. Jay Lee, what's going on? Jab my like button. Everybody, please. It's always please at the end, by the way. I don't demand anything. It's the way I say it, but please. Future Natural, the odd Duck McCallum, but that's another story for a different day. Man, well, you ain't lying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't want to say Doug, but they avoid it. But now I'm playing semantics, right? They worked around him. They conveniently never ran into him. Does that one sound better? Look, man, I got 22 live. I got 22 likes. That's what's up. All right? Look, check it out, man. Look, Duran is that motherfucker, bro. Have you heard that song? Iron Hip and shit. That's Duran, bro, in every fucking division. Right? I am Will. How's it going? 24 live, 24 likes. That's what's up. Look, man, Floyd Mayweather was a good fighter, right? You can argue the best of his generation. You would think he would be content with being the prize fighter that made the most money in prize fighting, right? You would think he would just be content with that, but no. He wants to be everything. He needs to be the one that made more money. He has to be the one that fought everybody, that made it look easy moving up in weight. This dude would have been a 2-division fighter in Robinson's day. Okay? Robinson, well, I believe started at 135, right? If anybody wants to fact check that, please do. Okay? But if Robinson wanted to, all right? Or let me rephrase that. Robinson, there was no 168-pound division. Like, he would have won a 168 belt. Especially, let me put it this way. If there was, like if Robinson could do the following. If there was day before weigh-in, and Robinson can exercise like weight limitations and catch weights, and there was like a 154-pound division, a 168-pound division. We'll count 175 as well, right? And then there was 5 world championships to pick from. Okay, press a 1. If Robinson would have won belts from 147, okay. Or actually 135 if he could do a day before weigh-in. Okay? From 135 all the way to 175. With today's rules, with the amount of belts, okay, with him being the A side, being able to negotiate catch weights, give me a 1 if he would have won a belt from 135 to 175 in his day. Just give me a 1. That's all I want to see, all I want to hear, if he would have done it. With all the rules, all the belts, all the divisions, day before weigh-in, he's the A side. Does this motherfucker win belts from 135 to 175 in his whole fucking career? 404 says all the way to a cruiserweight. D-Nice says no. Okay, well, that's your opinion. He would have found a belt at 175. D-Nice, he already did 147 and 160, right? He did 147 in dominating fashion, right? And there wasn't 5 belts, bro. All right? There wasn't day before weigh-in. He didn't do any catch weights, all right? He didn't have rehydration clauses. If he could do all that, right, he would have done. He almost won 175, bro, against Maxim, right? Come on. He was winning that fight. He had exhaustion beat him. Right now, he still lost the fight. But if there was five 175-pound title holders, he could have easily cherry-picked the weakest link to become a champion in that division. Right? And if he could do a catch weight, like a 173-pound catch weight or some bullshit like that, he would have easily done it. My opinion. The ref passed out. There you go. D-Nice, you're not putting things in perspective. I'm saying that if he did it the same way we do it today, if he had 5 up to, you're telling me right now there wouldn't be some regular WBA champion that he would have been able to beat. Is that what you're telling me right now? Robinson would have found a motherfucker, believe me. If there was 5 lightweight champions, he would have won a title a lot earlier in his career. Okay, like very early. Like, you know what I mean? He would have gotten the 135-pound belt, dropped that, went to 140, got in that belt right away. Then he would have stayed at 147 for a while, dominated, probably become undisputed there. Okay, gone to middleweight, become undisputed champion there, because we know he was the best, right? So he would have done it there too, all right? If not, at least unify easy. And then he would have easily found a belt to get at 168 and 175. Okay, and we did it the way they do it today. It's without question. Well, D-Nice said, how many real belts do we have today? How many real belts do we have? Like, what's the real belt today, D-Nice? What's the real belt? What's the real belt? Like, what's a real belt? And when Mayweather says he'd be 25 world champion, how many of those were real champions? You know? How many of those were without a shadow of a doubt the man in their division when he beat them? Because Liston was without a shadow of a doubt the man in his division when Ali beat him. George Foreman was the man when Ali beat him. Right? Because if we're going to go the route of real belts, how many real champions did Mayweather beat? What's going on, Ron BMC? Robinson beat the 147-pound champion in a non-title fight way before he got a shot at the title, says Haplotype. Let me tell you something, bro. That day before weigh-in, he would just, if he had 24 hours to rehydrate, early in his career, Robinson would have been going down to 135, right? And then he wouldn't last long there, but he would get a title there. Then not last long at 140, and then he'd probably be making 140 pretty easily if he was making 147 with the day of. You know what I mean? For a while. So this dude would have won about 135, 140, okay, 147, 154, 160, 168, 175. He would have been a 7-division champion, in my opinion. I don't know if he would go all the way to cruiserweight, but that's a big leap. 175 to 200 is a big leap, right? But I don't know about that. 404. I don't know about that, D-Lo 404, but I mean, If it was like the 190 cruiserweight, maybe, but I don't know. But who knows? Maybe like a regular champion or something. I like how I like how I'm doing this, right? I like how I'm saying if Robinson fought in today's era, right? If things were the way they are today, right? The amount of belts, okay? I like how I'm kind of doing this, and then I'm hearing things like, no, but I'm talking about real belts. And, well, I mean, you guys don't want to have that conversation if you're a Floyd fan because the belts were real as they fucking get in Robinson's fucking day, okay? Like, there was no confusion. Like, when somebody said, hey, who's the middleweight champion of the world? Sugar Ray Robinson is, right? Today, hey, who's the middleweight champion? Well, I mean, we got Charlo, we got Andre, we got Munguia, we got. I think most people believe that Charlo's the best one of those guys, but they haven't fought each other, and dude, come on, there's no comparison, bro. There's no comparison. If Sugar Ray Robinson had day before weigh-in 5 belts to pick from and exercise A-side, liberties, that motherfucker would have been 135, 140, 147, 160, 168, and 175. Okay? D'Lo even believes he would win something, somehow, at cruiserweight. All right? Ain't no fucking contest there. Period. So I don't want to hear that, I'd be more world champions. I'd be more world champions than anybody in any time, in any way, shape, or form ever. Like, shut up. What's going on, Stormy? How's it going? Who's the WBC cruiserweight? That's a really good question. It's not the guy that just won, is it? The Brady's guy? Hold on, let me check. How about we check right now? How about that? It's an iron hip. All right, let's see. The WBC is what? So it's not Breeders. Breeders won the IBF and wasn't it 2 belts? I don't know why I thought it was 2 belts, but okay. All right. Makabu? Yunga Makabu. That's who it is. People fall asleep listening to you explain the belts. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Dude, do you understand? All of us are boxing heads here, right? So we don't have to go over a lot of shit. Have you ever tried to talk boxing with somebody that doesn't follow it right now? Like the amount of shit you have to explain to them, they lose focus immediately, right? Hey, man, why doesn't this fight happen? Well, it's because this guy's with this promoter, this guy's in this network, and the network and the promoter don't like this other promoter. But at the same time, this manager over here doesn't get along with the matchmaker over here. Like, man, nobody gives a fuck about all that, dude. Honestly, nobody cares. WBO would have found a way this for boxing. That's who Ray Robinson would have beat at cruiserweight. Oh, man. Now, I will say this. The cruiserweights wouldn't be as... Well, actually, no, never mind. They would. But... Because it is this day before weigh-in hypothetical. You know what I mean? What's going on, Afro Rican? And thanks for that support. Dilo 404. Can somebody explain to me how that's a record? With everything I've explained, how can anyone take this record serious? How can it, so you're telling me right now, I don't know who's beating more world champions. I really don't. But has Robert Guerrero beaten more world champions than Ali? I don't know, actually. But, I mean, Guerrero's beat a lot of former, current, or who became champions in the future. You know what I mean? At least I would say at least 10. You know, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's just like a random name I brought up, right? It's only a matter of time before somebody breaks this quote-unquote record, right? It's only a matter of time. Mark my words. Yeah, 154. No. I think I counted 154 too low. Because he would have gone 135. Well, I don't know what you're referencing to, but he would have gone 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168, 175. Maybe 200. Maybe. I think that's a stretch, but still. That's right, Wheelchair. You start seeing their head spinning and shit. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on and shit. They're like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Anyways, guys, that was just what I wanted to say. All right. With that said, tomorrow, man, HCP 30, our 30th edition. I'm going to be giving out a prize. So all you got to do is you do need a Cash App. All right. I'm going to be giving away a Cash App prize. Okay. At the end of that show. I might enter the people tomorrow though. And then maybe next Wednesday we'll give away the prize. I haven't decided yet, but you do have to tune in to win. Okay. You do have to be present to win. So if you win, you have to be there to claim the prize. I'm going to transfer it live on the air. All right. So if you're not there, I'll give you like 2 minutes or so. If you don't respond, we move on. We're going to go to the next person. So you have to be available. You understand? All right. It's mañana, absolutely. Adrian Veit, what's up? But with that said, I want to thank you guys for coming in. Will it be a throwback this week? Throwback's kind of on the shelf right now. You know what I mean? At the moment. I don't know if throwback's going to be like a continuous show. You know, I might just do it once in a while. So just stay posted with that one. Okay. You know, stay posted with that. Shout out to Mr. Boxing Today. I think it's misleading to say I beat 23 world champions. When did we start counting former champions as a champion? And not only that, Mr. Boxing Today, guys who will eventually become champion. You know what I mean? Boxing tomorrow, Counter Sports, absolutely. Okay. We will have a special guest. Okay. Tomorrow as well, by the way, before I go really quick. I wanted to let you guys know. Okay. We're going to have Danny Roman. He beat Payano, right, on the undercard of the Charlo pay-per-view. Big win for him, right? He's 28-3 now. And that was, a huge win for him. He's a little closer to a world title shot. We'll have him on tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, all right? With that said, shout out to Maxilla. I want to see, man, I don't want to see that fight, Maxilla, but if you want to see it, by all means, you know what I mean? I don't want to see no Mayweather versus De La Hoya right now. But that's me. Steve Hodges, what's up? Shout out to everybody, man. I do got to run. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow, HCP 30. See you guys there, man. I'm out. Peace.